Good morning, guys. It's a pretty day. The weather is absolutely perfect. There are so many seashells on the beach because it is low tide and we had some really rough waters the past week. And I'm going to work. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll get to go to, I don't know, take off early or something. Yeah, I doubt it. Anyway, today I want to talk to you guys about addiction. It's very real, and I don't know about any of you, but I have rewind. I don't know about you, but I have been dealing with addiction my entire life. Not necessarily my addiction, but friends, family, and not that I haven't been dealt with my addiction, because I definitely have. I think that a lot of people that you would never think had addictions do, and it's kind of surprising when you find those people in your life. But most recently I've been dealing with loved ones addiction. And you know, when you're dealing with someone that you love that has an addiction, whether it be alcohol, drugs, or whatever, it's really hard to sit there and watch them make bad choices. Choices that are affecting their whole lives, choices that are, you know, I know, everybody knows, their choices are just going to end badly. And it's unfortunate that sometimes we have social media, because it's definitely abused. I find myself in this particular instance putting something out there that is, it's something that was said from this person to me. It was very generic, and no one really knew what it meant. And it was just, it was a statement, you know. And someone else that is the instigator, you know, starts right, with these comments. And you know, I'm just not one of those that is going to sit down and take it most of the time. I mean, I will, to a certain point, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That song means so much. You guys just don't even know. And I will let it go so far until I snap. And when I snap, just like anybody that's going to snap, it's not a good thing. You know, it doesn't come across well, it's not received well, it's not said well. It is just, you know, if you're going to push me that far, then you really should expect to get it full force. But that's with most people, right? So, anyway, I've got a loved one that is an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic. Family members throughout, you know, have been alcoholics and or drug addicts. And I was an addict. And still am. I have to say I still am, because I know that if this particular drug were probably in front of me, it would be hard for me to say no. I would, but it would be hard. So there's still that thing there, you know. But this particular addiction is alcohol. And it is such a monster. It really is. And it's, you know, it seems to swallow you whole. It swallows your family. And it just makes for a very, very miserable existence. And when you hook up with someone that shares that same addiction, man, you're just like, right? It's not a good thing. It's never a good thing. It's not just for this particular person. If I'm an addict, hooking up with an addict is just stupid. It's a bad choice because bad decisions are going to be made. And when family members and friends reach out to help you and you lash out at them because, one, you're drinking, two, you're afraid of the person that is the instigator, and three, you just feel like you can because this person is going to forgive you later, it's just wrong. And I am that person that always forgives later, and it's really hard. So for those of you that are dealing with someone that has an addiction, just know that you are not alone. There are a lot of people, including myself, that deal with a loved one's addiction, and some days are just harder than others. Yesterday was a really, really hard day. Fortunately for me, I have good support. I have a good support system. I've got great family, and I've got great friends. And I'm not going to let evil win. You know, it's gonna kick me for a few minutes, but then I'm going to rear my ugly head. And you should do the same if you're having to deal with something similar situations. You know, and I know, you know, with addiction or abuse, you can get it from your siblings, you can get it from your children, you can get it from your parents, you can get it from your spouse, your significant other, you can get it from yourself, you can get it from your friends, you can get it from family. So when you are dealing with someone that is an addict, you are in an abusive situation, and you're the one that's being abused, whether it's verbally, physically, and you have to step back, see it for what it is, know that it's not a you thing, it's a them thing, and they are not going to get better unless they get help, and you cannot make them get help. You can pray for them, you can send them good energy, good vibes, keep them in your thoughts, but ultimately, it's them. They have to choose. And it's hard to sit back and watch them make bad choices. What we can do for ourselves is we can reach out to our friends and our family that know what's going on, and, you know, look to them for support, for healing. You can go to Al-Anon, which I do highly recommend, because, you know, you go and you take what you need and you leave the rest. So it's definitely worth checking out. And if you do suffer from addiction, please get yourself into a support group, AA or NA, and work your steps, because it's really important that you do that to protect the people that love you, and so you know that they will be there when you really need them. So, to my family and friends and loved ones that are suffering from an addiction, I'm still here. I still love you, and there's not a whole lot that you're going to be able to do to stop that. So, you're in my thoughts, you're in my heart, and you are in my prayers. And I am praying for you guys if you are going through something horrible and you're dealing with something similar. I love you guys. You have a great day. Enjoy the weather if you have good weather. If you have bad weather, enjoy that too, because you wouldn't enjoy the good weather if you didn't have the bad weather. You wouldn't even know. So, you guys have a great day. God bless.